Hi, everyone. Welcome to Reach Out and Read of Greater New York's Facebook page. We're so excited to have you here today for our Read Aloud. We have two stories for you, and they are coming to you from our volunteer, Diane. Take it away, Diane.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I have two stories for you today. The first one is called I'm Not Scared, You're Scared by Seth Meyers, pictures by Rob Saya Jr., and it was first published in the United States by Flamingo Books, which is an imprint of Penguin Random House, LLC of New York. Oh, I think I need to just click on this. Yes, okay. I'm not scared, you're scared. There once was a bear who was easily scared. Each night before going to sleep, he would tie a bell to his door that would make a noise if anyone tried to sneak in, because even a bear who is easily scared is a very heavy sleeper. See the bell? He was even afraid of his own reflection. And because he couldn't see himself, he never brushed well and always had food stuck in his teeth. When you're a scared bear with food in your teeth, you don't have many friends. Bear had one, Rabbit. Rabbit was never scared. She read scary stories. She slept with her door wide open, as you can see. And she brushed her teeth while hanging from a tree branch by her ears. This gave her very strong ears. As you can see her hanging here. One day, Rabbit made an announcement. Bear, we are going on an adventure. Bear suggested that instead of going on an adventure, they could read a book about adventures. That way, if anything goes wrong, we can just close the book. Rabbit looked at her friend and asked, Bear, are you scared? And Bear replied, I'm not scared, you're scared. And with that, Bear walked past Rabbit and out the front door. Bear stopped to make sure they had everything they needed. Do I need a bike helmet? Bear asked. No, said Rabbit. Do I need oven mitts? No, said Rabbit. Do I need bear repellent spray? You're a bear, said Rabbit. After walking a while, they came to a small stream. It looks deep, said Bear. It's not deep, said Rabbit. It looks cold, said Bear. It's not cold, said Rabbit. It looks like it's filled with fish who have very sharp teeth, the kind of fish who would like nothing more than to nibble at the ankles of a delicious bear. Rabbit looked at her friend and asked again, Bear, are you scared? And Bear replied once again, I'm not scared, you're scared. And with that, Bear walked along the stream until it narrowed enough that he could step over it. There he found Rabbit, who had fallen asleep waiting for him. After a bit longer, they came to the edge of the woods. It looks dark, said Bear. It's not dark, said Rabbit. It looks spooky, said Bear. It's not spooky, said Rabbit. It looks like it's full of trees that are going to fall down and bonk us on the head, said Bear. Rabbit looked at her friend and said, Bear, are you scared? And Bear replied, I'm not scared. You're scared. And with that, Bear, realizing he would do anything to avoid the dark and spooky woods, walked to the road where he waited for the bus. The bus picked him up and drove him all the way around the forest. When he got to the other side, he woke up Rabbit, who, once again, had fallen asleep waiting for him. There you can see the bus going away. They walked some more until they came to a mountain. It looks high, said Bear. It's not high, said Rabbit. It looks slippery, said Bear. It's not slippery, said Rabbit. It looks like one of the rocks will fall and roll and land on my paw, said Bear. Rabbit looked at her friend and just had to ask, Bear, are you scared? And Bear replied, I'm not scared. You're scared. And here we see a bird that's watching the two of them. That's going to come in later in our story. And with that, Bear, realizing he would do anything to avoid the high and slippery mountain, walked to the nearest train station. The train took him halfway. Here's the train. Halfway around the mountain to an airfield. At the airfield, Bear bought a ticket on a helicopter that flew him to the top of the mountain and dropped him off next to Rabbit, who, no surprise here, had fallen asleep. Rabbit, said Bear, waking her up. Here's the rabbit. Should we go home? I am not going home, said Rabbit, and she bounced off with Bear following behind her. After a bit more walking, they found themselves at one side of a long rope bridge. Bear stopped. It looks rickety, said Bear. It might be a little rickety, said Rabbit. It looks old, said Bear. It might be pretty old, said Rabbit. It looks like the boards might break if you were heavy enough, said Bear. Agreed Rabbit. Rabbit looked at her friend and said, Bear, are you scared? And Bear took a deep breath and said, Yes, Rabbit, I am scared. I was scared of the river, and I was scared of the forest, and I was scared of the mountain, but I am the most scared about this long, old, rickety bridge. And with that, Bear turned around and headed home. There's that bird again. He marched back to the helicopter that flew him back to the airfield. Then he took the train back to the forest, where he got on a bus that took him to the river so he could cross where it was narrow. There's the helicopter, there's the train, there's the bus. And then trudge all the way back to his house where he crawled into bed. Rabbit went to the middle of the bridge and thought, "See, this bridge isn't dangerous. It's a good bridge." And to prove it, she started to jump up and down. And then she jumped harder. And then she jumped harder than she had ever jumped in her life. And then the board she was jumping on cracked in half, and Rabbit fell right through the hole in the bridge. Lucky for Rabbit, she had very strong ears, but she knew she wouldn't be able to hold on forever. And because of this, Rabbit, for the first time in her life, was scared. Now, Bear and Rabbit hadn't noticed, but throughout their journey, they had been followed by a small bird. Bird realized she had to get help, so she flew as fast as she could all the way to Bear's house. There's the bird. Bird flew in Bear's window and started chirping as loud as she could, but Bear didn't wake up because even bears who are easily scared are very heavy sleepers. Bird was about to give up when she saw the bell on the doorknob. Bird put her head, here's the bell, inside it and shook it as hard as she could. Bear and the bell went ding, 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 ding. Bear jumped out of bed to hear Bird yell, "Rabbit has fallen through the bridge and needs your help." And in that moment, Bear felt something he had never felt before: courage or bravery. He was so worried about his friend that instead of staying home where it was safe, he ran out the door faster than any bear had ever run before. When Bear reached the stream, he ran right through it. It only came up to his ankles. When he came to the forest, he ran right through it. It was only 3 trees. And when he came to, there's the forest. And when he came to the mountain, he didn't even think about taking a train and a helicopter. He just climbed right up it. It wasn't very high. There he is climbing up the mountain with the bird ahead of him. Meanwhile, Rabbit was now hanging on with only one ear. She could feel it slipping too, and just as she lost her grip, Bear grabbed her by the ear and lifted her to safety. "Bear, were you scared?" asked Rabbit. And Bear said with pride and honesty, "Rabbit, I was scared." "I was scared too," said Rabbit. And Bear smiled and said, "Sometimes it's okay to be scared." There he is lifting Rabbit by the ear. That night, when Bear brushed his teeth, he didn't hide from his reflection. He looked right at it. And do you know what he saw? A very brave bear with no food in his teeth. And that's the story of I'm not scared, you're scared. And I have another story for you. This one is called How to Welcome a New Baby by Jean Regan, illustrated by Lee Wildish. and published by Alfred A. Knopf. How to welcome a new baby. Here's the new baby. And here's the big brother. It's a little hard to see. There's a reflection. Here are some letters that the big brother wrote. To Mom and Dad, will you let me have a game console now? You will be very busy. Please. To Mom and Dad, I am going to give you all big hugs. To Mom and Dad, can we have more so we can have a football team? Love and kisses. To Mom and Dad, I will do my homework if you don't make me change diapers. Love and kisses. To Mom and Dad, I do not mind how the new baby is. I will love it so, 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 so much. Dear Mom and Dad, please, please, can my new baby have laser eyes and be able to fly? Love you, kisses. Mom and Dad, I will share everything and be very nice to the baby. Love you. To Mom and Dad, can the new baby find unicorns so I can have a real one? Love and kisses. A new baby is coming. Hooray! Welcoming the baby can be your job. There's lots of things that a new baby requires. A teddy bear, bottles, diapers, baby powder, baby milk, a rattle, a crib, a baby gym, and lots of toys. Even before the baby comes, there's a lot to do. Your parents are busy, so remind them how to get ready for a baby. Find the perfect name. Pretzel, Rainbow, T-Rex. Wrap your toys for the new baby. Well, maybe not all of them. Get the baby's car seat ready. You're way too big now. Click, click, click. Then one day, the baby is here. Now you can shout, I'm a big sister or I'm a big brother. Welcome home, baby. Kiss the baby and whisper, welcome to our family. At first, things may be a little topsy-turvy. The baby's going to cry a lot. Things are going to spill. Things are going to burn. Things are going to get messy. I'm going to lift the book a little bit so you can see. Your pets might feel left out, so give them extra hugs. If you need an extra hug, just ask. Hug, please. Friends and family love to visit. brand new babies. You're the expert, so warn Grandpa the baby squeezes pinkies very, very tightly. Show Grandma how your baby yawns or hiccups, sometimes at the same time. Remind your friends, no party food for the baby, no cookies or French fries. Make sure they know a poopy diaper means run away. When the visitors leave, you become the #1 helper. How to help with babies. If your dad gets stuck under a sleeping baby, bring everything he needs. Books, something to drink, cookies. Wash their teeny tiny toes. Open their presents for them. But what if the baby can't fall asleep? Share your tricks. Whisper, sing a lullaby. Look into the baby's eyes and say, you are getting sleepy, you are getting sleepy, you are getting... Read your favorite bedtime story and bring in reinforcements. And here, Mommy and Daddy fell asleep too. Once your baby can sit up, you might wonder, when will this baby be ready to play with me? Not yet, but the baby loves to watch you, so figure out how to make a baby laugh. Play upside down peekaboo. Boogie with your bear. Find funny hats. Blow bubbles and chase them till they pop. When your babies learn to stand, it's time for a few big kid things. Your parents know a lot, but some things only you can teach. What to teach a baby, where to watch for the garbage truck. Here's the big brother teaching him to watch at a certain window. And they can wave, where they can wave to the garbage men. You can also teach a baby when to stay quiet. Shh, they're hiding here. Or how to play train, all aboard. Line up chairs and put dolls on them. And how to high five. See, they're high fiving. When your baby starts to walk, go exploring together. Explain how ladybugs are for counting dots, pine cones are for kicking, and leaves are for collecting or crunching. See the pile of leaves? Remind your baby, none of these are for eating, but picnics are. And they're eating cake at a picnic. Congratulations! You've done a super job welcoming your baby. And one day, here's the whole family. Guess who will welcome you home? And the new baby, not so new anymore, is welcoming the big brother home in this picture. And that's how to welcome a new baby. Don't forget to check out the Reach Out and Read of Greater New York website for a list of free printed and video-based resources in English and Spanish, such as parent workshops, read-alouds, and educational hands-on activities for your children. You see there's a reflection on the cover, but that's the cover of How to Welcome a New Baby. And enter your email to join a newsletter in which updates about Reach Out and Read of Greater New York will be sent straight to your inbox. Reach Out and Read of Greater New York gives young children a foundation for success by incorporating books into pediatric care and encouraging families to read aloud together. And don't forget to get yourself a library card so you can borrow lots of books to read together as a family. Where do you get a library card? There are libraries all over in the city of New York. In Queens alone, there are 63 different libraries, so there's one in almost every neighborhood. There are libraries in Brooklyn and in Manhattan, Bronx, and Staten Island, which is called the New York Public System. There are many more libraries. So you can get a library card and borrow lots of books and read them together with your family. So these are my books for today, and I hope you enjoyed them. Thanks for coming.
Thanks so much, Diane, and thanks for sharing that information about the libraries. And now there are no late fees at the libraries. So that's another exciting reason to check out your local library and other fantastic stories that you can find there. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and we'll see you back for the next Read Aloud. Bye, everyone.
Bye.